This is very dangerous. I feel like I'm doing something illegal. Hello again and welcome back to Archibald's Midlife Dolly Crisis. And as you can see, I basically have a desk full of doll body parts and things, which is kind of appropriate given where we are in the year. So around this time last year, after seeing everyone's kind of goth dolls on Instagram and YouTube, etc., I kind of decided I would like a Blythe goth doll. Obviously, I'd left it a bit late for that Halloween season. I've also left it quite late for this Halloween season. But what I decided to do, rather than getting a full customised doll, I had a look on Etsy and basically I found someone who was selling faceplates which had been customised, and it seemed like very reasonably priced. So I thought, well, if I get the faceplates, then I can kind of make the doll up from other bits. And as some of you might know, I do have quite a few of the kind of AliExpress bootleg Blythes, which I can kind of use parts of to sort of make a full doll. So I've got some eye chips here, which are just kind of out of camera. I've got 3 bodies here. I've obviously got a head here, which I'm going to have to use the eye mechanism out of. I've got a scalp, which is this one here. And under this, I have got the faceplate. So I'm going to show you that first. So this is by an artist called Blythe Me, and I believe they're also Doll Carousel. But I'll put all the details down below. Let me show you the face. So although I appreciate a lot of custom dolls that I see, you know, I appreciate all the work that's gone into them. You know, it's a lot of what they do is amazing, but they don't really particularly appeal to me. I think I don't like it when they try and make them look too much like children, which admittedly is probably difficult for Blythe dolls because they do have a kind of a childlike quality. But for me, Blythes, or at least my Blythes, are sort of young women rather than children. But I really liked this face when I saw it. So this face is called Blade, and she is number 043. And as I say, she is by Blythe Me. And there's information here on the back of the faceplate, which is what a lot of customizers do. So that's the information there. And as I say, I will put links to the shop and also their Instagram page in the description box below. So as you can see, there's a lot of work gone into this. And as soon as I saw it, I thought, yeah, I really like what they've done. I love that the eye makeup, there's also a bit of gold in there. And I kind of love the sort of the streaking effect as well. It's almost like, you know, they've kind of been crying or whatever. There's also cobweb detail here and a bat over this eye here. There's white freckling and there's blushing and the lips are a little bit ombre there. For me, I don't like it when people carve too much into the face. And although this obviously would have taken a while to do, it doesn't look like it's been overdone, if that makes any sense. So that's really what I liked about it. So obviously before we get to putting the doll together, there are a few things that I would like to do. Firstly, I had to choose a body. So these are 3 examples of bodies that I've got. This is kind of like what the Takara Blythe or the Good Smile Company Blythes come on. It's a very sort of standard body. This is actually one that I got from AliExpress. Ignore the colour. I don't really know. It's very, it's almost like a zombie. I haven't used it for anything because it doesn't really match any of the heads that I've got. But yeah, so that is that. It's got basically about, I think, five points of articulation. The arms go up and down. The legs go back and forth. There's a waist bit there. And obviously once the head is on, it would go basically back and forth. It wouldn't go kind of tilt or anything like that. This does also have clicky legs as well. So that's a bit of an added thing there. But yeah, so that is that one. This one is basically the body that the AliExpress Blythe seem to come on, which is very jointed. It's actually got quite a weight to it. I'm presuming they're all like that, because I do have a few and I think they're all quite heavy. I'm not a huge fan of these bodies, I have to be honest. I think it's because the proportions and dimensions are quite different to the sort of Takara Blythes, and clothes that fit the Takara Blythes might not always fit this body and vice versa. So I'd rather kind of stick with one which is going to fit all of them in a way. I also don't really like the fact that you can see the joints, especially at the elbow. They're kind of like a weird sort of, you can see the pegs and everything like that, but obviously they have a lot of posability, which is a bonus. You can also remove the hands, and normally when you order these, you get loads of different hands that you can sort them out for. And you know what? I never use basically any of them. I basically just stick with the hands that they come with generally. But yeah, so that is that one. And then lastly, we've got this. Now this is a liquor body, and originally when Blythe were released back in, I think 2000, at least, you know, the Japanese produced ones, this is the body that they actually had originally. Possibly not as modified as this. I don't know if they would have had this on the top and the arms sort of go out on these. They would have probably just gone back and forth. They do have a bendy quality in that there's wires in the leg, so they don't click, but you can sort of pose them. And the same with the arms. They are quite stiff. The arms joints here actually isn't that great. Now, the only issue with this is this bit at the top. So I have done a bit of experimentation with them. Essentially, you have to try and put rubber bands around this so it doesn't move around, because this bit is going to clip into, and I can show you this here. It kind of clips in here. It's probably better to show you on the back bit. So you have this here, and this kind of clips in like that, and then you clip the front bit on there. Now, when it's got this bit here, it kind of wobbles around like that. So it's not, I was going to say it's not too bad, it is actually not great. So what you can do is you can put rubber bands around that bit. So if I take this off again, I can show you. So if you put rubber bands around the neck bit here, just to kind of steady this. Now it's quite tricky because you can't put too many, because if you put too many, basically you can't fit this neck bit around there at all, because it's too much and the head won't close properly. So you have to put enough to be able to still attach the head, but not too much, because if you do, then the head won't fit on at all. Also, if you don't put enough on, you will still get a wobble, and I think you'll probably still get a slight wobble anyway. I have been experimenting a bit with this, and I haven't really reached that happy period where it's sort of like the happy medium rather, where you end up with not so much wobbly. But to be honest, this is the body that I would prefer to use. So this is the one I'm going to be using for this doll. I've also got some nail polish here, a whole row of black ones that I got from various places, because I would really like to do something to the eyelids. So obviously I'm going to have to take the eye mechanism out of a doll to use in this one, because she did not come with an eye mechanism. But that's okay. I think I'm going to probably use this one, because the eyelashes are actually quite nice on this one, and they kind of go longer towards the end. But I would like to probably paint these, so I'm going to try and use nail polish, because I know people have used that before. I also want to change some of the eyes. So let me show you some of the eye chips that I've got. I'm going to move this out of the way slightly and bring these in. So these I got from AliExpress. I did have them actually paired up, and I've kind of messed it up now because I had to move them around. Actually, I think there are two. So yeah, so basically there are, I think, 10 pairs of them. They're in various colours. They look more realistic, I suppose, than the eye chips that are already in the doll. But I might keep maybe 2 of the original ones. Okay, so I've removed the eye mechanism and stuff like that. I'm going to put a link down in the description box of how you would go about doing that, because I'm not really the right person to be telling you how to remove the eye mechanism properly. So the standard way of getting the eye chips out is to use glue sticks, which you basically will melt and then stick on the eye, and then they should easily come out. Well, I'm not sure if it's how easy it is. So I've got to decide which eyes I'm going to keep in and which ones I'm going to get rid of. So I think I probably will get rid of the pink ones. I might keep the orange ones in for now, and also the grey ones, but the blue and the pink I'm going to get rid of. So let's get rid of the blue ones first. Now, I've never done this before. I haven't even practiced, so it might be a learning curve for all of us. I've kind of made sure I've got the hobby mat, or the cutting mat, sorry, on the desk, just in case. Now, I don't know how much you have to do this. Ow, I've just burnt my finger. That's great, isn't it? Okay, I'm not sure that is enough, but I guess we'll see. And I'm going to do the same here. So I guess you hold it on until it actually dries. Okay, so obviously I melted the end of the glue stick, put it on the top. Now this one's very successful. This one literally just sort of clicked out. Obviously you have to leave it to set, to dry up again. Now I don't know whether you can actually remove the glue and use the eye again. I presumed you might just be able to lift it off, but you might not be able to do that. So I don't know how you get rid of that. I don't know how you actually remove that. Maybe you have to cut it or something. I don't know. I'm definitely not an expert where this is concerned. So anyway, let's see if we can get this one out. Now this one might have gone a little bit overboard with the glue, and it took ages to dry. So let's see if this is as easy. Oh yes, look, there we go. So there we go. So we've got two blank eye sockets now. So these are the eyes I selected. So basically I've got these purple ones and I've got these sort of greeny ones here. I'm going to put the purple ones in. Now what I didn't think of was I might need some glue to actually get these to stay in. That might have to be for another day now, because I don't actually have any glue. Well, obviously I've got a glue gun, but I think that's probably going a bit overboard for this, isn't it? I'm not sure. I might have to check that out online and get back to you. But yes, so there we go. So if that was working, that's what it would look like. Look, here we go. She looks great, doesn't she? It's probably not how it's meant to look exactly. There we go, look. It'd be better when she's actually got eyelids in there as well. But yeah, so that is the purple one. This is quite good. This is a quite good way of actually seeing if you like them or not, I suppose, before you actually go the whole hog. So look, let's put the green ones in here as well. I do have about 8 more pairs of eyes, so I could, if I don't like them, I could try different ones. There we go. That's the sort of the green pair. I think I'm happy with those. So yes. So I will have to get glue and obviously glue those into those. So let me know what you think about the progress so far. Obviously this is an ongoing project. It's not going to be ready just like that. The next thing I'll probably do is I'm probably going to have a go at painting the eyelids and using this. So I might do that without showing you, and we'll see how that goes. I also need to do the hair. The hair is quite a long one. I don't really want all of this hair because I want us to be able to see the face properly, and I think if this is attached, the hair is going to kind of cover some of it. So I don't really want that happening. So I am going to be cutting the hair. I'm going to be styling the hair. I want to give her a much shorter haircut than this. She's obviously going to have a fringe because this already has a fringe. I kind of like the idea of giving her a very short fringe, a bit sort of spiky maybe. And the same with the rest of the hair. I kind of want it a bit more textured, and I want to be able to see the face. I want to be able to see the face properly. So I don't want loads of hair kind of going into her face. So that is the hair. Obviously that is for another day as well. And we'll also have a look at the body as well in a later video. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. Give me any tips, any suggestions you might have for her. I do have some clothes for her already, so I will show you those in another video as well. And please like the video if you enjoyed it. Please share the video if you know anyone else that would like to watch this kind of content. And also please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Until the next time, take care. Bye.